So that's 4 days of consistently 100% accuracy. So that's almost like 16, 17 trades this week so far. Crossing my fingers, gonna try to finish tomorrow strong, but you'll see in this video some big movers today, a lot of opportunity, big profits made. And check the video out. Watch the video. 2,000 shares filled at 221 of the break of $4. So SPEX jumping up big there pre-market. Was thinking about buying it, but then I was like, I don't want to do it. I've gotten burnt too many times buying pre-market, and you can see SPEX dropping down there to 305, getting bought up and going higher now. Looking like it wants to get a move here. Look at the volume on that first 1 minute candle here. You can see pre-market, some weird stuff going on. It jumped all the way up there to 475. So here she goes. SPEX jumping up there, looking to get in maybe above 351. Craziest move is it jumped all the way down there to 304, 305 now, dropping even more. 290, jumped up to the 345. So the poor guy who bought this at 345 is now selling for a 50-60 cent loss there on SPEX, and it's not looking pretty. If you would have bought this, chasing this, trying to get in here, it jumped up kind of above this 335 area. I think a lot of people probably were like, okay, it's above that 335, 340 area. I'm gonna jump in here. Just wasn't looking safe. That's why I was kind of looking for that 350 to break. That's why I was kind of looking for that 350 break as a safer bet to get in there above that $half there at 350. And you can see kind of on the 5 minute chart, pre-market had like a 350 kind of high. It had this weird spike up to 475, dropped down, then kind of set there at 350, and then pulled back even harder. In XTD there, 2,000 shares filled at 221, looking for that pop up to the 230 area, possibly higher. See if I can get filled half on the ass. Not going to happen there. 221 again. Looking at that 215 area as my stop for now. There we go, a little bit of a pop here. And taking it there at 222, not liking it. It's probably going to pop, but didn't like it. So I took kind of break even there. Got out there at 222. Big seller popping up there on the ask. And just didn't want to explode. It's probably going to explode right here, right now. Yep, there it goes. Now it's going to explode, but ouch. So up to 230 now. Ah, are you kidding me? 237 now. That's painful. Painful to watch. So there you see me playing it safe. Ended up screwing me on this one, as you know, had the high here at 226. It got kind of stuck there at 225. The volume was decreasing. So on this candle, we had 186,000 shares traded. On this one, only 50,000 shares traded. And I was like, oh, that's not looking, I don't like that. I don't like it. It kind of dipped down. It was sitting at that 215, 216 support, and just didn't look like it wanted to get bought up. And then there was a bunch of sellers on the ask, and boom, it exploded. Get the volume to fill in there on this candle. 200,000 shares traded. Now it's up to 240. Hindsight's 20/20, like I always say. Now it's up to, oh, it just doesn't want to stop. Painful. That's all I gotta say. Having 2,000 shares there at 220, and then watching it run up there to 243 now. Kind of playing it too safe here. Just trying to finish the end of the month here. Sitting with the profit that I already have. I'm up like $500 on the week so far. Didn't really want to lose $100 there on that trade. It kind of dipped down for a minute. I was down $100. It popped back up, and I was like, okay. It didn't want to get above this high on this candle, so I was like, I'm gonna just take my profit there at the 222 area when it looked like it was slowing down. SPEX jumping up there to the $4 area, looking to get in here above the break of $4. Oh, not getting filled. No fill there on SPX. Jumped all the way up there to 435 on that move. Getting filled here on the dip. See if we can get a little pop up again. So taking it right there. Made $100 there on SPEX. Not liking it. It's just so volatile right now. The stock is jumping up huge. Jumped up from $4 up to 430. Was trying to get filled there on the break of $4. Did not get filled. And then you can see what happened. It jumped up quickly to 430. I was $3.99 printing, and I was like, bang, bang, bang. Get me in there. And I couldn't get filled. And you can see now. And you can see it jumped up to 430 right afterwards. It pulled back. And then I was like, I really didn't want to get filled on the dip in case it started to dip and crash down. You can see it's getting pretty extended overall. I mean, looking at the 5 minute chart here, this thing is just straight up on that last move, and pretty crazy move. A couple guys talking about how they got in here at the 320 area on this dip, selling into this 420 push. So pretty awesome move. If you got in there, and now it's going to explode. I guarantee that. But I wanted to make that $100. I'm up $120 on the day. That was my goal. You know, going into this today, my goal was $120. I made it there, and I'm happy. I'm happy with that. It's fine. I could have waited a little bit longer, no doubt about that. But I'm kind of just in that mindset right now. I think once going into the weekend here, I'm going to relax this weekend. Going to come back next month, beginning of the month, a new month, fresh month, and I'm going to start right out of the gate, really, you know, looking for some big moves, looking for some big runners, and taking profit at the top. Sometimes you play it smart and it wins and it works out for you, and then other times you play it smart and you end up losing out on big profits, like you can see here. That was kind of what I was worried about. So that drop from that 417 area down here to 383. I mean, that's a 20-cent drop. If I got in there at $4, it drops to 380. I lose $400 on that move. So I definitely did not want to do that. I did not want to lose $400 on that move. And now it's crashing even harder down there to 370. So if I was stubborn, if I didn't cut my loss fast, if I would, you know, really wasn't trading smart here, if I was too aggressive, looking for a higher move, maybe back up to that high of day. If I bought in here at $4, I'm like, I'm going to wait for high of day break. And then I'd be down, you know, $300, $400 right now. And that's not really how I want to be playing it. Playing it smart and taking profit when I have it. Overall, up $120 on the day. That's the one thing about playing these safe. You know, the argument is, oh, well, you cut your profit and do fast. Or this right here would have been the perfect setup. If I would have got that fill at $4, it jumped up to 430 like that. And I could have hotkeyed out, bam, taken profit in 1 second. I could have made, you know, $400, $500 there in a second on this trade if I would have gotten filled there at $4. I saw it going. It was at like $3.99. I was like, okay, boom, I want to get filled. It jumped from $3.99 up to like $4.10 right away. So it didn't have any time to get filled there at $4. It started to dip, and I was like, I don't want to get filled on the dip. It got really extended, and it just was going up too fast. I knew there was a drop coming. Just didn't know when that drop was going to come. Look at this move, though, curling up from that 320 area up to that 430 area. The perfect short squeeze here on SPEX. I talked about this yesterday in my video, why this is a short squeeze. You can see here, this 380 was the high previously. Had a bunch of people pile in here short because they're like, okay, it's not breaking over 380. I'm going to short this. They ended up shorting it. Some people probably shorted it here thinking it's not going to go higher. Had a couple tops at 330, and they're like, okay, I'm going to short. I'm going to keep the high of day as my stop loss and see what happens here if we get a crash down. And you can see what happened. So once it started to curl up, those shorts started to cover, and then the buyers step in, more buying happens, and it creates a chain reaction, short squeeze, and people got scared. Above $4, they definitely got scared, and that's what happened on this. All these shorts trying to cover above $4, thinking this is going to explode up to that 475 area or higher. Honestly, the last couple weeks, haven't seen this kind of follow through on these moves. Been trading a lot more cautious than normal, just because I've been expecting more of these kind of pullbacks here overall. But I think it's time going into July, getting ready, you know, August, time of the year, to really kind of step it up and get ready. Going into next month, kind of now, it's like a fresh month. It's like, okay, time to double my small account again, to hopefully, you know, triple, quadruple a small account next month. It would be awesome to have like a $10,000 month. And it's very possible. You can see just from these trades alone, I could have made $400, $500 a day. I know I hate saying that I could have things. You can see it's possible. The possibility is here. It's just right now I got to get out of this safety kind of mindset that I'm in, playing it too safe and not taking profit higher than I can. And had a good entry here at the $4. That $4 entry there before the explosion would have been A+, but just didn't get there. And it is what it is. So like I said, it's 10:15. I'm done for the day. I got some more videos to work on. Hopefully you guys have some big plans for this weekend, 4th of July weekend. I think 4th of July is on Tuesday, so the market's closed. So it might be a little weird Monday in terms of trading and stuff. So we'll see what happens.